police did not help me. And actually, if your house gets robbed, if you've ever had a robbery on your house, you can report it to the police, and they stick it in a file. They never find it. That's why robbery is so easy to do, because they never investigate it. That's not a small amount of money. Who's killed her family? Well, we could talk about the situations of youth who have been shot down and brutalized by police numerous times in Toronto. Exactly, and the police did not help us exercise those rights this weekend. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand that when we're being asked to be searched, and when we're being arrested, and we're being detained, we're not being detained at all? There's been what? There's been what?
Alan Guys has been searched for a week and a half before this happened. And people were refusing to have
You understand that this G20 stuff has been going on preparations for a month now, right?
But then when people come in to protest, we're fine with that.
All I'm asking is that you take a look at your question. Yeah.
We cannot search illegally. Learn the law. Before you act like you're ignorant.
I have a question. Are any of you two going to convince each other? Because you seem pretty interested.
You know what? I'm actually just interested in engaging in this conversation. I'm not trying to conversation. What I'm saying is I'm just asking you to take a look like this. I'm just wondering if there couldn't be a better approach.
Whether you see it or not, that's the whole point. You don't see so much of the stuff that goes on in the
You don't see a lot of the
That exactly. We can barely smell ways, right? Like when we're raped, she's holding it down. When our children are shot, like unlawfully, they have no guns, they have nothing. The police come and shoot them down.
What about all the people who just stood by and watched
You too be destroyed? Well, what would you suggest? What would you suggest for violent rioters if they're destroying stuff? Besides the fact that the police baited us with that instead of creating a situation that was going to work, they pulled up in their cars, got out, and walked away in an effort to bait us to do things other than protest and make a difference.
So then you think it's okay that people burn the cars?
I mean, it's pretty shitty that people burn the cars.
Rocks and stones through
Is it okay that I was shot with a rubber bullet this weekend?
property damage.
Is that okay? I posed you a rhetorical question.
Perhaps if you were in a mall,
Yeah.
No, everyone's just having a disagreement.
we're actually supporting
I'm actually
I think they're perfectly all right. I think everybody was having a nice civil conversation.
Okay, conversation. That's
I mean, if anybody feels unsafe and wants to leave, that's totally cool.
Are you okay with that?
I'm fine.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's what we do.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I respect you guys for being out here because it's not an easy place to come out and say that.
No, truly. Respect. I'm just seriously asking, like, is there another way that you could examine your line of questioning? And I understand that you're coming from your perspective and your point of view, but as somebody who has been abused, has been raped, a victim in a police office and trying to, like, get someone to come to my aid and instead being treated like I deserve it.
I have receiving police. I have been on the end where I wasn't treated fairly and I was hurt by that.
Right.
But I'm also on the end where they helped me out.
Okay.
They stuck to me. They helped me. It took a long time, yes. They did.
Well, I understand that totally, and I think,
They prosecuted them for false identity.
yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Okay. But do you agree or disagree with the fact that this weekend the police were not protecting the people? Small activities. The largest number of arrests in Canadian history.
Tear gas and rubber bullets in the
Was done
largest
this
state in
weekend.
Canada on people who are unarmed.
Do you know that my friend was walking?
I was there. I was there for that. I was there for the
and then they shut them down.
People were quietly sitting on the ground. and a group
No,
of
that's
8
because of a
undercover
communist
police
government,
officers and
which
flashlights jumped
is
out of
not
the,
what we have in Canada.
SUVs, ran
That's
over with
China.
asps,
We're talking about what
One
happened
people
here
grabbed them,
on this
grabbed them, threw them into the minivan, and drove off. I don't know where they went. They just grabbed them, and then they started
Oh
pushing
my
them
God,
back.
okay.
He
This
basically
is when I walk away.
by
Because
sitting down
clearly you are so
and just
ignorant.
basically
You have
vocally complaining.
no
At which
basis
point,
for what
they
you're
started
talking about.
pushing them
When I
back
say when
further,
we're standing here
and
on
then started
stolen native
firing
land, and
unprovoked
you say
tear
they
gas and
paid.
rubber bullets into a
Yeah,
group
they
that they had sandwiched
They
between the
paid
street
by
that had
being
no
raped
exit.
and pillaged.
I mean,
That's how
I
they
love
pay.
cops too.
They
I've got
pay
a lot of
now
time for the
when they
cops.
walk down
I
the
got no
street
problem.
and we look
But
at them and we judge
this
them
is the
when they were the
actions
ones
of
who
my
got
friendly
taken
neighborhood
down.
police officer.
So when
That's
you
the
stand
actions
there
of
and
the
you
military.
say
That's way over the line.
you have
You
you know what? You just revealed yourself.
They handed out blankets that were infested with smallpox that they knew that the natives didn't have natural immunity to, and actually killed hundreds of thousands of people by spreading it.
Are these people for real?
That was it. I got Molly and my girlfriend who's a reporter, who were photographers, who were writers, who were just grabbing, and some of them were beaten just because they were there. And they had accredited big yellow media passes, and they spent 12 hours in lockup with no phone call, no legal representation, nothing. And you know what? I love the police officer that's saving me when somebody breaks into my house. That's not it. That wasn't them. That was not the actions of my friendly neighborhood police force.
Okay,
That was
so
way
I'm sure that happened, but things happened on the other side that shouldn't happen.
Absolutely. I'm not supporting people setting cars on.
So we're doing the same thing you're doing. We're not supporting the negative behavior of the police, but we are supporting their existence and their behavior.
No, you know what? I'm pretty sure that 99% of people here are not trying to disband the police. That's ludicrous. That's completely nuts.
And that's all we're
Nobody's doing
pointing
that.
out.
But you know what? There's a lot of people here who watched a lot of shit go down yesterday, and they're just not happy with the way our authorities treated us as a civilian population who were basically just trying to stand on the street. Yes, there were some people on Saturday who committed a lot of really shitty acts, but 9 p.m. on Saturday, they'd made 130 arrests. By 8 a.m. Monday, there was 900 arrests. And how many police cars were burned on Sunday? How many windows were broken on Sunday? Pretty much none.
No, there weren't.
Oh, no, there was a couple of windows broken, but there was nothing to the extent of what happened on Saturday. And what happened on Saturday, there was 5,000 police officers in the downtown core and 10,000 protesters. That's roughly 1 to 2, basically.
Yes.
And they can't handle a group of 100, up to 100 odd, 150 people causing shit for an hour almost in one small
Now
room.
look at it from this side. There were police everywhere, there were people with cameras absolutely everywhere, correct? During the riots, during cars being burned, during windows being broken. What do you think they did with all of that evidence? They went home and they watched it and they figured out who a lot of those people were.
Except for the fact that was done by a group of like 150 odd people. They just accidentally just rounded up 900 people. They just
If we were there, they would have rounded it up too. There were people just walking their dogs and they got burned.
My girlfriend's a reporter. My girlfriend is a reporter. She tried to look around the corner and almost got arrested.
Please stop to pet my dog when I was walking there.
Yeah, that's fine. But there's I'm not saying.
That's your story, there's someone else's story.
Of course.
No, nobody's saying
We're
that.
listening
We're
to
all
you. We're
lucky.
taking heed to your words. We respect everybody's ability to protest and
I
our
know, but
laws.
I just want to be sure that there's
This is just a
that
message.
in this dialogue we have the full understanding.
I agree with you
that,
completely, and we're not trying to look at just one-sided.
I just want to make sure you guys aren't overlooking the fact and are okay with what can happen.
But what we're trying to do is open up discussion. I mean, the same thing that happened on Saturday could very well happen here again, where you have a mob mentality, and it only takes 1 or 2 people to start something, and something bad happens.
That's true. And look, I don't in any way endorse the actions of people who work in that fashion because that fucks us all.
We felt
Because
like
a
that.
small group of people created what happened to us on Sunday. If nobody had done anything on Saturday and the police had reacted in the way they did on Sunday, that would have been unbelievably unconscionable. But because of a tiny action by a tiny group of people, a huge percentage of the population completely approves and legitimizes what happened on Sunday. And that's